return to Inside Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
This can't go on, Albus. First the dark mark, now this.
What do you suggest, Minerva?
Put an end to it. Don't let Potter compete.
Once again, Harry's back is against the wall, and every card in the deck is stacked against him. Thrust unwillingly into the Triwizard Tournament, he now must face 3 terrifying magical tasks without the experience of the other champions and only his wand to protect him. And this time, the stakes are higher than ever.
They're all kind of potentially fatal tasks.
First up is a test of daring. The nature of the test is a closely held secret, for courage in the face of the unknown is an essential quality of a great wizard.
Dragons? That's the first task? You're joking?
Luckily for Harry, secrets unravel quickly in the wizarding world.
Everyone cheats in the Triwizard Tournament. It's like an unofficial rule. Hagrid, who knows about the dragons, forewarns Harry about the dragons.
Well, it's not really heads up. It's only one of the events. It's a game of 4 halves, you know. His main concern is that Harry survives. He doesn't care if Harry wins or not. I don't think. I think he just wants Harry to live.
Cut! All right, very good. One more, please.
Of course, with this task, living is very much up in the air.
Harry steps out into the arena and is immediately attacked by this dragon.
He can breathe fire like any dragon, but also that his tail can cut a building in 2 and come right forward in front of his head, kind of like a scorpion. Scary stuff.
It's a very good, savage creature. Of course, the dragon exists only in the distorted mind of some computer creator. But nonetheless, he's brilliant.
And jump!
It was very, very physical, which I enjoyed in some of the stunts. Some of the stunts were a bit scary, but fine.
Without the magical skills of his fellow champions, Harry relies on nerves. And the one skill that sets him apart from everyone else.
Wow! Accio Firebolt!
Harry's forced to conjure his broom, at which point the dragon manages to escape from the tether of the chain and flies off in pursuit of him.
The stunts became even more intense with the dragon chase far above the Triwizard Arena and into the rooftops of Hogwarts.
I was on a wire and I fell, I think, 40 feet. And quite very, very fast, actually. That was really, really terrifying. And I'm not afraid to admit that. That was really scary. Anyone would be scared, I'm convinced.
And then you get a much more mysterious task of the second one, which all takes place underwater, with certainly some pretty dangerous creatures that kind of sting you and pull at you.
So, champions, you may begin now!
4 champions have to dive into the water and swim deep, deep, deep to retrieve something that is most dear to them.
The actors perform their own stunts at a specially built, state-of-the-art production tank at Leavesden Studios, the largest tank in Europe.
I'm a terrible swimmer. I'm really, really bad. I cannot swim at all, but a lot of the stuff you'll see in the film, I'm proud to say, is actually me. All the shots where you see my face, that face hasn't been superimposed onto anyone.
Luckily, Dan rose to the challenge in the way that he generally does. Actually, he's absolutely fearless. Dan can swim better underwater than he can on the surface, in fact. For him especially, he bore the brunt of it as ever. And to act properly underwater, only being able to contain 30 seconds worth of breath in his lungs at any one time, and stay underwater sometimes, for an hour and a half or 2 hours at a time, is just incredible.
Emma Watson also got her feet wet in the Leavesden tank.
I think it really does pay off, because nothing they could do with special effects would look as real as it does when you're doing it on camera.
Champions, prepare yourselves.
The third task is an enchanted maze, a test of character.
Mr. Finch!
Can the champion hold on to himself when everything around him is lost?
And the last one really is creepy. It's like being in a cemetery at night and you get lost and you get freaked by being lost.
The maze is giant, 20, 30, 40 feet high, and it runs down paths which seem like they'll never end. And there is times within where you don't know if you'll ever get out.
It's such a scary concept, and there's smoke coming out of the hedges, and it's all very dark, and it's great, yeah.
The maze is not what it appears to be. it very much comes to life. The maze is a place where you are in danger of losing yourself.
We start to get lost, we change personalities. It becomes difficult to understand what's actually happening.
It's the isolation and the fear about not knowing what's behind the next corner. And you don't really care who's your friend. There's only one thing which you know is in there, which is the cup. And you know once you've got the cup, it ends.
It does remove you from the world that you know completely. It's like it reduces you to your animal components, and you become savage and inhuman.
In each of the tasks, Harry demonstrates the nerves, cunning, and character of a great wizard, and yet each one seems to carry him closer to Voldemort's plan.
Suddenly, the hand of Voldemort reaches out and snatches him. It's as if, a tumbler on a lock falls with each task. The door opens and there is the villain.
He's a very vulnerable, kind of fragile kind of hero who is incredibly afraid of things and of Voldemort. So he's not the all-conquering brave hero at all.
Next up, Harry faces an unexpected task. And still to come, an exclusive clip from the new movie, when Inside Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire returns.